Carolina first alert weather.
Coming up on 6:13 now here on your Wednesday morning. Good morning again, everybody. Of course, you just heard there from that report out of Boiling Springs of damage yesterday. That was one of a couple of reports we actually got out of the Hendersonville area, too. Some trees were reported down off of Finley Road there with those strong storms that came through yesterday afternoon. So as we've seen each afternoon this week so far, while the severe weather potential, at least from a widespread standpoint, has not been all that great, a couple of storms have managed to really flex their muscles here. So got to be extra on guard, certainly for this afternoon, as more storms are in the forecast, and it looks like even more organized severe weather is potentially on tap for tomorrow. As for this morning, we're dealing with some weakening showers around Bryson City right now, coming in over US 19 and 74 there around the Swain County area this morning. So if you're going to be traveling through there, just bear in mind the roads are likely to be a little bit wet. You'll be dealing with some light rain there for the time being, but just about everything else in terms of rainfall is either weakening as it tries to cross into the western Carolinas, or for the most part ducking south of us here. But because the atmosphere is already so unstable this morning, wouldn't be out of the question, especially as the sun begins to rise, for us to see a few more isolated showers or storms through midday ahead of more activity this afternoon. As far as the overall setup is concerned, we've been talking for the last couple of days about that stalled frontal boundary that had been in place from the Ohio Valley back toward parts of Arkansas. That has now completely fallen apart, left behind little more than this impulse of energy that's overhead and kind of facilitating these early morning showers and storms today. Our attention now is going to be more drawn to this new cold front, a much more potent one that's sweeping in across the central United States. That will start to head our way as we head into tomorrow, and with that will come a greater risk for more widespread storms for one, and the greater potential that those storms could be severe. So on Future Track here, next 24 hours, you see by 7 o'clock, we're down to a little more than a few light showers. Again, really starting to shift that focus closer to the western mountains here around that time. Could be some heavier downpours that continue to occasionally roll in across parts of Swain, that is, Macon and Jackson counties in the next few hours. Then those more widespread pop-ups begin closer to lunchtime, heading into this afternoon. And there's even the possibility that some of those storms, like we've seen, could get a bit more organized by the evening time frame around 6 o'clock, particularly in parts of the upstate south of I-85. So just another day for today, certainly, to make sure you stay on your guard, and also for tomorrow. We have a slight risk out from the Storm Prediction Center for the upstate as well as northeast Georgia for scattered severe storms that are more likely for tomorrow, and even some isolated severe storms can't be completely ruled out in the mountains. We're looking mostly at damaging winds out of those storms, but also some heavy rain, frequent lightning certainly are expected. Upstate forecast for today: isolated storms and a seasonably hot high of 91. Tomorrow, a first alert weather day because of that increasing severe weather threat. And then we keep the heat around, but get the storms out of the picture as we start to set our sights on the weekend. For the mountains, scattered storms today, 87. First alert weather day with the scattered storms and the increasing severe weather threat for tomorrow. And then still looking at some 90s in time for the weekend.